mes chers, bienvenue dans mon temporary salle de classe. Tonight we are going to try something to get our feet wet with this whole online learning thing that we have to do. So this should be a review for everybody, but that's a good thing because that means we won't have to worry about learning something new while we're learning something new. So we're just going to do some practice from the book, which is some adjectives, so stuff you should already know, like I said. And then we'll have some homework assignments and then like another Flipgrid assignment. So let's dive into the textbook. If you are in the red textbook, it is on page 84. If you do not have a textbook with you, in your Google Classroom, there are links to PDFs of all of these textbooks. So this is Bonjour, which is the first level, and this is in chapter 3, and it'll be on page 84. So if you need to get there, go ahead and pause the video now, go to page 84 in the red textbook to follow along. Okay, that means that you're ready to go. So on page 84, I can't have anybody else read it, so I guess I'll read it myself. By the way, the page looks like this. That's probably terrible quality, but we're gonna go with it. Oh, by the way, I'm joined tonight by good old Scout, the Border Collie Australian Shepherd Great Pyrenees mix, and she's probably just gonna sit here the whole time because she's tired. She's been playing all day. Are you gonna move now? I'm just gonna talk to her because that way I don't feel so stupid. All right, Scout. So here it says en anglais. In English, adjectives usually come before the noun. Sam is a kind man. Does the spelling of an adjective in English change according to the noun it is describing? Spoiler alert. No. In French, most adjectives are placed after the noun. There are a few exceptions that you will need to memorize. Point number 1 under adjective agreement. Oh, I touched my face. Pretend it didn't happen. Adjectives agree in number and gender with the nouns that they describe. Unless an adjective already ends in an unaccented E, to make most adjectives feminine, add E to the masculine singular form. Masculine jeune is still jeune with an unaccented E and no change. Grand, G-R-A-N-D, changes to grande, G-R-A-N-D-E. Point number 2. To form the feminine of adjectives ending in EUX or IF, make the following spelling changes before adding E. Sérieux changes to sérieuse. Sportif changes to sportif. Pour exemple, mon mari Gage est sérieux, mais moi, je suis sérieuse. Gage est grande. Actually, he's not, but for the sake of argument. Gage est grand, je suis grande.
Wait, what am I not?
You're also not tall.
Oh, no,
I'm not tall
that's
either.
a bummer.
Gage n'est pas grand, je ne suis pas grande. So point number 3 now. These adjectives have irregular feminine forms. Long goes to longue. Notice that the masculine, the G is silent, and the feminine, the G is pronounced. Long, longue. Blanc, blanche. The C is silent in the masculine. It's pronounced in the feminine because it's a sh. Blanc, blanche. Bon, bonne. Gros, grosse. Gentil, gentille. Mignon, mignonne. Point number 4. Adjectives come after the noun unless... Hi, Taffy. Adjectives come after the noun unless Taffy. So this is Taffy the foster dog. She wants to learn about adjectives. Sorry, but I need to go to work. Can you go somewhere else?
Taffy.
Taffy, get off camera.
Come here.
Oh, she's going to knock the
she's
tripod. Good job, Taffy. Good job, Scout. Okay. Point number 4. Adjectives come after the noun unless they describe beauty, age, goodness, or size. Martin est un bon ami et un étudiant sérieux. Bon comes before the noun, so it's bon ami. And sérieux, it comes after the noun, so it's un étudiant sérieux. Point number 5. Unless its singular form already ends in S, like gros, for example, to make an adjective plural, add S. So masculine singular, intelligent, feminine singular, intelligente. Masculine plural, intelligent, feminine plural, intelligente. De becomes de when the adjective becomes before the noun. For example, est-ce qu'il y a de jeunes professeurs dans ton école? Are there young professors in your school? Okay, so let's do exercise 11. The directions are, complète le paragraphe avec la forme appropriée de chaque adjectif. I will read this paragraph aloud so you hear what it sounds like. Then you can pause the video, come up with the answers that you want, and then I will tell you what the answers are afterward. Okay? So here's what the paragraph sounds like. Do you want to hear it? Oh, there goes my only student. Sigh. Okay. Mon ami Bruno n'est ni comme moi, like me. Il a les yeux. Nous sommes. Il est assez. Il n'est pas. Bruno est super. C'est un très copain. All right, pause the video and think about the answers that you want. Now you're back. All right, I'm assuming you're back now, ready to hear the answers. So this is what you should have come up with. Mon ami Bruno n'est ni grand, G-R-A-N-D, ni petit, P-E-T-I-T. Comme moi, il a les yeux bleus, B-L-E-U-S. Nous sommes bruns, B-R-U-N-S. Il est assez marrant, M-A-R-R-A-N-T. Il n'est pas timide, T-I-M-I-D-E. Bruno est super gentil, G-E-N-T-I-L. C'est un très bon, B-O-N, copain. Now remember, there are also adjectives that don't follow these rules. There are a couple of adjectives called invariables. Invariables are marron and orange, for example. That means that they never add any S's at the end, and they never change between masculine and feminine. Invariables are always the way that they are. For example, I'm going to write on this whiteboard. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but I'll bring it closer to the camera. Oh, almost knocked over my bookshelf there. Well, this is perhaps just a bad idea. I'll just move this. Okay? So for example, if I said, like marron means brown and orange means orange. So I'm going to use orange for an example because it's a cognate. Cognate means it's the same in both languages. Let's say that the dress is orange. La robe est orange. That's the adjective there, orange. And you'll notice that even though la is feminine, this is the same as the masculine spelling of orange. Same if like there were multiple dresses. Les robes sont orange. Once again, same adjective, but you cannot make any differences to orange. Orange and marron, M-A-R-R-O-N, are invariable. Ooh. Marron and orange are invariable. They don't make any changes. They don't change for feminine or for plural. I like to think of it as the feminine and the masculine are the same. That way you don't have to memorize the differences. I like to think of it also that orange and brown are like, ain't changing for no one, you know? Strong, independent brown. I love that. Okay, I think that about covers it for what we need to talk about here in this sample explanation lesson for our online learning, however long it's going to be. So what you need to do now is go to Google Classroom and follow the directions. Everyone is going to have 2 things expected of them, whether you're in French 1, 2, 3, or 4. We're all going to do the same thing just to make sure we're all on even playing ground. So you're going to go to Google Classroom after you watch this video, and you are going to check for a Google form. That's the first thing, where you're going to do just 10, just fill in the blank exercises on a Google form for adjectives. And it's going to tell you if you get them wrong. You only get the one shot, and this is for points. It's 10 points, and it's going to count as a homework grade like normal. So that is the first thing you should do. Or I guess you could do the second thing first. You could do the flip grid first if you want to. But you just have to do them both. That's what's important. So do the Google form, which is to fill in the blank with just the adjective that makes sense. It's very important that you don't add any spaces in your answer and that you don't have any capital letters because it will count it wrong and that will confuse me when I'm going to grade it. So fill out the Google form. There's also a fun activity in Flipgrid for you guys. You're going to watch this video from a channel called Easy French. Now, I know you guys know how I feel about the word easy. So don't think of like, oh, it's totally easy, I'm going to understand everything. But they do have subtitles in French and in English. It's a French person going around Paris asking some people some questions, ask them to describe themselves with 3 adjectives. So it's really cool for a review for us. So you're going to watch that video, and then you're going to have a response on Flipgrid. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to record a which person in that video you thought was the most like you and tell me why. And then the second thing you're going to do is you're going to describe yourself in the in 3 words. So here's and there will be an example on Flipgrid of what I would do if it were me. All right, I think that'll do it for tonight. We'll see how this goes. Gage, could you press stop?